What's up guys, welcome back to Sheriff Mucus and welcome to our StarFox Let's Play. Now, if you're not already, be sure to subscribe, because you know what? You just gotta. Alright, so here we go. Now, everybody's talking about StarFox again now, and for good reason. See, a new StarFox game is about to come out for the Nintendo Switch 2, and I gotta say, I'm pretty excited. Although technically, it's not a new StarFox game. It's actually the 4th remake of the original this game. Now, let me know what you think of that in the comments, because although I'm pretty heckin' excited, I think that's pretty kooky. StarFox team, our last resort is to counterattack Venom. Good luck. Scramble. Well, actually, I prefer my eggs over easy. I wonder if Falco ever laid an egg. He's already got such a stick up his ass. I wonder if he ever laid an egg from that. So anyways, here we are in StarFox. Are you ready to blast these bad guys into submission? I sure am. And as you can see, this game has awesome 3D graphics. Now, the Super Nintendo on its own actually couldn't do this, hence why this game came with the Super FX chip. Now, these gates were actually inspired by some Japanese temple gates. Whoa, we got a bogey on our 6. We better be careful. When's the last time that in real life you had a metaphorical bogey on your 6? Let me know. I gotta say, we're just blasting through these levels like it's nobody's business. And just listen to this soundtrack. Got a little bridge going here. This might be one of the best video game soundtracks ever. Now, I know they went for more of an orchestral thing in later entries in the series, but I like how this is like a cool action cartoon, like Ben 10 or something. I could just imagine the X-Men flying these. Could you imagine the X-Men flying their X-Wings through these levels? I'm not even sure if the Super Nintendo could handle that. They might have had to wait until maybe the GameCube to do that. StarFox and Falco and Peppy and Slippy, General Pepper, we're gonna defeat that Andross. Yeah. Team StarFox. And we can fly through the sky, but not without the help from our super laser blasters. Fire at the enemy, show the enemy what we're gonna do to them if they don't give us Andross. Yeah. Alright, but that's enough singing. We're gonna have a boss coming up, and we're gonna need to be deep in concentration in order to defeat them. And hey, it's been almost like 4 minutes into the Let's Play, so I'm surprised that we haven't done this yet. Do a barrel roll! Yeah. Uh-oh. He's huge! I had to pause for a second to take in the scale of that. Whoa. He's like a big lobster. Look at that claw. You know, I think this ship graphic is really impressive. How they were able to have such a cool-looking ship with such low-poly graphics. But hey, that's just the power of the Super FX chip. If you could harness the power of the Super FX chip, what do you think that you'd do with it? Let me know. Uh-oh. We're now in hot pursuit of the hottest, greatest enemy we've ever seen in this game. Wonder if any kids back in the day drew pictures of this enemy. And there we have it. The first boss defeated in the StarFox video game for the Super Nintendo with the upgraded FX chip. Let's take a sip of our cool Firehouse Sub soda, not sponsored, and let's go on to our next challenge. If you know where Let's Go is from, let me know. Of course Slippy got hit a good bit. Little Slippy. I feel bad for him sometimes. Andross's forces intend to build a base in this area. Destroy their rock crusher.
Good luck.
They went to an asteroid belt with a rock crusher? I don't go into McDonald's with a burger crusher. Now, I know these levels are trying to change it up by going into first-person view, but I personally just like to do it this way, because you can't see the ship when you're in first person. There's a lot going on screen. I wonder if any kids felt overwhelmed and then went under the living room table to hide when they were playing this game. Uh-oh, I accidentally shot Peppy a little bit. Now, because this is a video game, there wasn't that much consequence of the fact that we shot Peppy. But if this was real life, we'd probably get in trouble for that. They might take away some of our space medals. And if I got shot at in real life, I don't think I'd survive it. Luckily, I don't have any real-life enemies, so no one would ever try to shoot at me. Or so I would believe. We're dodging these asteroids like it's nobody's business. Wonder if they were inspired by the arcade game Asteroids. One time when I was visiting Denton, Texas, I actually got the high score on their very own Asteroids machine. At Free Play, it was called. So if you're visiting and you see a high score, it might have been me. Then you can try to beat Sheriff Mucus's high score. And if you end up doing that, let me know. But no, Denton, Texas is not where I live. So unfortunately, I will not be doing any Sheriff Mucus fan meetups there anytime soon. I'd have to be a real big YouTuber to do some fan meetups. Maybe go to a convention like MagFest. That'd be great to have a Sheriff Mucus panel, then I could hang out with all of you. Uh-oh, there was a fiend chasing after Peppy, but luckily we got him. If I was as cool as Peppy, I don't know what I'd do. I might get my pilot's license. You know, I just realized I haven't used any of my bombs yet. Maybe I will in the new Switch 2 version. Wow. Did you see that? The explosion effect is so cool! It's a big flash all across the screen! Whoa, that felt like it was actually coming at me. It's almost like I'm a kid in 1993 and I'm seeing Super Nintendo 3D graphics for the first time. Do a barrel roll! And just like that, we've defeated the second level of the StarFox video game for the Super Nintendo. Just in case you forgot, but I don't think you would, because you're a Sheriff Mucus audience. And I know that if you're watching this, you're one smart little guy, aren't you? We got 86%. That's a B plus in my book. And we got an extra life from how good we did. Now come on, Let's hyperwarp space into the next level of the StarFox game. Into Space Armada. Sounds like armadillo, but there's no armadillo in this game. The Space Armada consists of powerful battleships. Destroy their energy cores.
Good luck.
I sunk your battleship, Andros. If you guys know what board game I'm referencing, let me know. It wants us to go into this mode so much, but I don't want to do that. I want to see the frickin' flying ship. Could you imagine if you were watching Star Wars, right? And you couldn't even see the ship? I'd feel ripped off and I'd ask for my money back even after watching the entire movie. Now come on, let's take out this huge frickin' ship. It's almost like a real-life location, that's how big it is. Whoa, we got hit but it didn't even take any of our health. That just proves how powerful we are in the StarFox world. Fox McCloud, Falco Lombardi, Peppy Hare, and Slippy Toad. Now how come we got Falco and I, we have actual cool names, and then Peppy and Slippy just have names like Hare and Toad? That's like if my name was like Sheriff Video Game. Uh-oh. This part's tough. This part must have stressed some kids out back in the day. It certainly stresses me out, and I'm not even a kid anymore. Whoa. Uh-oh. I almost forgot you had to blasted that. Whoa! You seeing this? Uh-oh. Slippy needs help. Again. Classic Slippy. Sorry, Slippy. Slippy, keep getting in the way! But at least we just flew through a golden ring that restores your health. If I was in real life and I saw a golden ring that restores my health, I'd go through it, but that's just me. I don't know, some people might believe that Destiny doesn't involve healing your health, and that you should just take things as they come to you. Speaking of taking things as they come to you, yes, Slippy, we should go in. Because we're awesome. Now we can step back and assess the situation. That's why it's good that you can break your ship for people that don't want to just speed ahead through everything. Retros? Fire retros? Like this game! This is a retro video game! I wonder if they knew that this game would become retro in the future. Speaking of which, we just got some health, and I think we're about to fight the big bad boss. Uh-oh. If I were Andros the Space Monkey, I'd personally not design this so that people could get through it. I'd make it so there's an instant death crusher inside. But that's just me. Maybe Andros had a plan. Maybe Andros secretly wanted to be taken over by the space pirates known as us. Bam, bam, boom! Bam, bam, boom! We're defeating everybody in the room! I should make that into a full-length song. Would you guys be interested in a Sheriff Mucus music album? Sheriff Music? Let me know if you would. Uh-oh. Who's this distinguished gentleman? Looks like a big bad boss. Ooh. Looks like we got our first hit free. Ooh. There's a little bit of a swing there. Luckily for us, we just got some health. Oh, that's misleading. I thought I lost control of my controller for a second. It's just an automatic cutscene. And look at that rotation! Wow. It's so impressive they were able to do this on the Super Nintendo, with the help of a chip, but nevertheless. Uh-oh. We gotta be uber careful in here. And it looks like it's slowing down. Whoa. My field of vision is bad this way. I guess that's why I wear glasses. Now just what are you supposed to do here? Oh, maybe we can use our bombs. And there we have it. Wow. Do you see that? That's what we call gameplay. Gameplay. And just like that, it's done. We've defeated the 3rd level of the StarFox video game. If you're enjoying this series, be sure to subscribe, and I'll tell you what, I will see you all next time on Sheriff Mucus. Who knows, maybe this will be a real short series, and by then we'll have conquered Andros on episode 2. Maybe even episode 3. What kind of secrets will we unfurl? Only one way to find out. Let's-a go!